What is a psychologist?
Psychologists contribute to many aspects of society, and psychologists are concerned with practical problems that face people every day of their lives.
I'm a social psychologist, and social psychologists are interested in understanding how people work together in groups. So what happens when we're in groups? Are we nice to each other? Are we not so nice to each other? Are we influenced by each other? And if we are, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What does a psychologist do?
Psychologists do all kinds of different things. Usually we want to know how people's minds work and why people do the things that they do. So some of us do research, so we're interested in what makes people do what they do. And usually we try and figure out how we can help people.
What is your project about?
A project I really like is trying to help children to describe sad events that they may have experienced. And a way I'm looking into that is to have robots interviewing children. Some studies say that children tend to provide more details to robots than humans. Many researchers, including Stephen Hawking, that they believe that one day robots will become a threat to humanity. So if I become friends with robots now, I'll be safe in the future.
Did you always want to be a psychologist? And if not, what did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was a child, I wanted to be a vet.
Before then, I don't really know what I wanted to do. Ride ponies, but no one pays you to do that.
And I love Formula 1. So I think I always wanted to be something sporty.
From when I was young, I have always wanted to be a psychologist, but I have always enjoyed studying, and it's one of the things that I like doing.
What equipment do you work with?
I use an eye tracker. Do you know what that is? An eye tracker is a special camera that can tell where you're looking. So I like to look at what people are looking at.
What do you mean about working on people's minds?
Well, it's funny you should ask that because my research is about mind reading. So I would say everyone is a mind reader.
Clinical psychologists and psychiatrists are very good at understanding how people feel and being quite empathetic. So they might be able to kind of guess how someone is feeling from maybe their body language or from what they're saying and stuff like that. But it's more down to how skilled they are at kind of like reading people's emotions. They're not actually mind readers, but they are pretty close to being mind readers.
What did you feel like when you just became a psychologist?
What does it feel like being a psychologist? I have no idea. It's super cool.
It feels good. It's nice knowing that I'm out there trying my best to help people. I'm trying to make my mark on the world through science, so I'm going out there studying what I'm passionate about, trying to help people, then writing about it and sharing that knowledge with other people, and I think that's key, and I do that in two different formats. I do a little bit of lecturing, so I'm teaching adults about sort of the things that I study and the things that other people have studied. And I'm also presenting that to teachers and teacher workshops, so I go out there into your schools and talk to your teachers and tell them all the wonderful things that I found, and I think that feels fantastic.